If there's one thing in life you can avoid being, it's a well-actually person. How's it going, guys, and welcome to another episode of Coffee Talk. My name is Chad, and this is the Hopeful Homestead. But in this series of videos, I like to sit out here with a cup of coffee, chatting with all the husbands and dads out there about all the difficult things we have to deal with in life. And today I thought, hey, let's talk about something that matters a lot to me. My wife and I have this saying that we got, I forget where we heard it, but we talk about it all the time. Well, actually, people. You might be saying, what does a well-actually person even mean? It's the type of person that when you go out to dinner with them or something, and you're sitting down, and it's supposed to be a fun occasion. You're supposed to be, having good conversation, and you're wanting to have a good time. And this type of person, a well-actually person, will respond to everything you have to say with, well, actually, and then spew a bunch of crap that is immediately just trying to one-up you, or trying to negate what you're saying, or trying to position themselves as the alpha in the conversation with you. And whenever someone starts a sentence with, well, actually, especially in a setting where you're trying to just have a good time and enjoy the company with someone, that never ends up being a good conversation. That always, to me, as soon as I hear someone say that, and they immediately start saying something that's just trying to thwart whatever I said, or make themselves look more intelligent than me or something, because it's almost always the case, right? It's almost always the case that when someone says, well, actually, I think you should do this, or I think you should be this way, immediately okay, they don't actually care about making a connection with me here. They're just caring about making sure that I hear what they have to say. They're immediately negating what I just said as being completely insignificant and not important. Make sure you're not doing that. If you can roll back in your mind in conversations you've had with people, if you catch yourself having moments of being like, well, crap, I think I did do that sometimes, try to remember the way that person acted in that conversation. And it's better than not a chance that they weren't too happy with you, or that they maybe shut down a little bit in that conversation, and maybe they were a little bit more quiet, or maybe they took a more reserved position. Because people who ain't got time for that aren't going to sit there and try to fight with you in a conversation about what's more important, their idea or yours. So for me, it's important to not be that well-actually person. And on a final closing note, I'll leave you with this. The golden rule: do unto others what you want done to you. Treat others the way you want to be treated. It's biblical. It's from the Bible. It's scriptural for a reason. It's what we always try to base our life on, right? If everyone was mindful of that, everybody would be in a lot better off place than they are. We would have a lot fewer problems in the world. And so for me, what I'm compelling you to do is keep that in mind in all of your daily interactions in life. Keep in mind, would I appreciate someone treating me this way? If I'm doing this to someone, would I appreciate it if they were doing that to me? And that can transform how you interact with people and transform your relationships with people. Instead of, when you're having a conversation with someone, even if you disagree with them, instead of responding to their statement with, well, actually, and then your idea or your stance, respond to them with a question. Say, oh, that's interesting. How about this? Have you ever thought of this? Or what would your opinion be if I were to present you with this idea? Don't just immediately just transition the conversation to your idea as being a superior thing from what they were saying. And then you might be able to actually find some common ground and be able to make some headway with some truth and some, a good conversation, and actually maybe striking up a good friendship that's based on true conversing with a true open-ended connection. And that's more valuable than just a surface level conversation, surface level friendship where you're just saying things to each other and you're not really interested in actually conversing. So I'll leave you with that. Definitely try not to be the well-actually person. But all right, guys, thanks for watching. Again, my name is Chad. This is the Hopeful Homestead. And if you feel like sticking around today, I've got a video right here that's actually giving you a tour of this little tiny cabin and this whole campsite and introducing you to our property here. So if you feel interested, go check that video out, and I'll see you over in that video. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it.